Hi, so I've been asked about my opinion on the 1.33 update countless times now, and I've already made a video on it on the Avee channel. This video does not feature much of my opinion though, so I have decided to make two very simple videos on my main channel doing just that. This is number one, and there will just be random gameplay with me talking over it from here on out, so just treat this like a podcast, please. So, first things first, people don't really understand the intention of this update. The intention was, from my perspective at least, to replace a broken, for example, recoil system with a new, consistent one. The old one has been in the works for nearly 7 years, and the new one is barely a few months old. So if you're surprised at the fact that the two are not equal yet, the old broken recoil system is diesel cars. It has been in the works for years, there has been tons of fiddling around, and the concept itself is pretty old already. And the new one is electric cars. Sure, they still have their problems, but if you put even remotely the same amount of time and effort into them as you did with the old system, then they're gonna be magnitudes fucking better. What also kind of bothers me is how many people feel the need to talk about this update without actually having played it. Some people, like myself, for example, then Eject, probably, who made the petition, some other people that were involved with the petition too, or at least I hope so, played the update in beta for me it was 10-15 hours, across 1.5 weeks. I do other stuff, so I didn't have that much time for it. But normal people, or the majority of the people who support the petition, talk about the update on my Discord server, on other Discord servers, whatever, have played 2 hours of it since it has been out or whatever. How do you judge a full update after you've played it for fucking no time? You can't even look through everything that this update brought in 2 hours and understand it as the normal, not particularly with the game involved type person. How do you judge something that quickly without understanding it? So let's go to my opinion. I would say the update is an 8.5 out of 10. Fucking shocker, I don't like grounded that much, and there's a bit too much aim punch for my liking as well. But other than that, I think the update is as good as it can be. Obviously, there are things like the heavy Kevlar that probably could have been done differently, but I'm still giving it a chance, certainly, because it's just an interesting concept to me, and I really want to know where it goes. Removing sniper aim assist is also something many people bitch around about, if you know how aim assist works and how much that takes away from the game, the only conclusion you would come to is removing it for scoped weapons at least and nerfing it for the rest. And, aim assist has been nerfed, so what a shocker. I like that. I'm currently fucking editing a blockbuster about that topic. Then, next new thing is movement, a ton of people bitch around about it as well. I really like it. The thing itself, it kind of conflicts with how sniper rifles work. Jump shotting really overpowered now, or it has been before, and it's the same now, I guess. And I think some maps need to be adjusted for it as well, because you might have seen the little thing I made for my second channel where I look through some of the things that you can do with the new movement now, and I don't think all of them really have a place in that game. Gonna be real with you. So all of the things that I just mentioned in this update are by far not perfect, but they are, I would say, on par or slightly better than what we have and what we were used to. And unlike the things that we had and that we're used to, the new systems have room for improvement and can and will become better over time, and also a lot more convenient for the devs to work with, because they actually made these systems that are now in place instead of needing to work with something that was made by people who don't even work for the company anymore. So finally, something I also want to talk about is how many people misunderstand the whole, going back updates and reverting changes shit. Do you know how much time it takes to just go back 3 or 4 updates? You could probably remake the whole game in that time. It's gonna not just take months, it's gonna take fucking years. And, I think if we are given the choice, both as a community, also as the devs, of just throwing the 0.9 version on the market, or even downgrading the whole game back to that and having a second try from the point where shit started hitting the fan the first time, I think we would all do that. Just the devs that just haven't been there at that time, I think they would really love looking through the old versions, see how it works, see why it was as successful as it is, maybe learn something from it. It is not possible. Everyone would love to do that. It is not possible. And it's not just not possible because the devs are incompetent or whatever people like to say. It is just not possible. So something I also want to mention is 99% of the people that support the petition, which again we will be looking at tomorrow or whenever I can bother to edit the video, majority of the people that support that currently spread brain dead shit everywhere. They have no clue how game design works and just generally look down on the devs, the people that have years or even decades of experience in the field that they are working in. Like, it's obvious you can disagree with the decisions from some of the devs. I do that every now and again. And you can go into an argument over what direction to go, but thinking that you as a player know better than these people is fucking blasphemy. Like, yes, you played the game on a high level like 5 years ago. Your insight and your viewpoint can be important to them, especially considering that most of them were not there at the time. But that is where both your and my experience ends. Please get this 2017 image of the devs working against you out of your head. Most of you don't even need to because you weren't even there anyways. People just say everywhere that how good those times were and nostalgia, yada yada yada, while they were shitting into diapers when this shit happened. Like, fucking clown community, bro.